Income-producing assets and maintenance in an Illinois divorce. Navigating a divorce is complex, especially when it comes to dividing income-producing assets and determining maintenance. Illinois law provides clear guidelines on how these elements are handled during a divorce, ensuring that both parties receive a fair settlement. Legalities of income-producing assets and maintenance. Under Illinois law, income-producing assets, like rental properties, businesses, and investment portfolios, are considered marital property if they were acquired during the marriage. This means they are subject to equitable division between both spouses. Equitable division does not necessarily mean equal, but rather what is deemed fair by the court based on various factors. These factors include the length of the marriage, the contribution of each spouse to the acquisition of the asset, and the economic circumstances of each party. When it comes to maintenance, formerly known as alimony, Illinois courts determine whether one spouse should receive financial support post-divorce. The amount and duration of maintenance are influenced by the income generated from income-producing assets. Courts may consider the recipient spouse's need for support to maintain the standard of living established during the marriage. If an income-producing asset provides significant revenue, the paying spouse might owe less in maintenance, as the asset itself provides ongoing financial support. How are income-producing assets and maintenance handled? The process begins with a thorough valuation of all marital assets, including income-producing ones. A professional appraiser may be involved to accurately determine the value of properties, businesses, or investments. The court will then decide on an equitable distribution, taking into account the contributions of both spouses. For maintenance, Illinois uses statutory guidelines to calculate the amount and duration. These guidelines consider both spouses' gross incomes and the length of the marriage. Income from assets such as rental properties or investments is included in these calculations. If the paying spouse owns the majority of income-producing assets, they might be ordered to pay less maintenance, as the assets will continue to generate income for the receiving spouse. However, the court always aims to ensure that the settlement is fair and that the financial needs of both parties are met. Understanding the definition and process. Income-producing assets refer to any property or investment that generates regular income, such as rental properties, dividends from stocks, or revenue from a business. During a divorce in Illinois, these assets are carefully evaluated to determine their value and the income they generate. The process involves first identifying all income-producing assets owned by the couple. This can be complex, especially if assets are held in various forms or locations. Once identified, each asset is appraised to determine its fair market value. The income produced by these assets is also calculated, as it will impact both asset division and maintenance. After valuation, the court will decide how to divide these assets equitably. This decision is influenced by the contribution of each spouse to the acquisition and maintenance of the assets, as well as their economic situation post-divorce. The court will also consider how the income from these assets affects the financial needs of both parties, particularly in determining maintenance payments. Navigating this process requires a deep understanding of Illinois divorce law, making it essential to work with a knowledgeable attorney. An attorney can help ensure that all income-producing assets are properly identified and valued, and that the division is equitable. For those going through a divorce in Illinois, it's crucial to have legal guidance. Law Office of Russell D. Knight offers professional advice to help you understand how your income-producing assets will be divided and how this will impact maintenance. If you're facing a divorce and need assistance, contact Law Office of Russell D. Knight at 773-334-6311. Visit us at 1165 North Clark Street, number 700, Chicago, Illinois, 60610, to schedule a consultation and ensure your rights are protected.